So basically, Bharat Electronics Limited has some opening and you need to apply if you're eligible. So let us go forward and see what these openings are. We have trainee engineer. Trainee engineer में हमारे पास है electronics, and we have computer science, and we have mechanical, and we have electrical. We have all of these openings. But isme we're going to cover electronics and CS. If you're interested in any other, please check this document, link in the description. Now, if we see right here, electronics ki we have 65 posts and CS ki we have 6 posts. So we have 65 and 6 posts respectively. जहाँ हमारी unreserved की electronics में 30, OBC 20, EWS 4, ST 7 and ST 4. That's a plenty of seats. And computer science में हमारे पास EWS की 3 और ST की 3 seats हैं. So this is what we have. इसमें आपको कोई भी प्रायर एक्सपीरियंस की जरूरत नहीं है. दैट्स द गुड पार्ट. अगर आपने BE, BTech, BSc की है, इंजीनियरिंग डिग्री की है, which is a 4-year course इंजीनियरिंग डिग्री in relevant discipline with past class, तो आप एलिजिबल हैं टू अप्लाई फॉर दीज ओपनिंग्स. अगर हम बात करें अपर एज लिमिट क्या है हमारी, तो ये है 28 ईयर्स. 28 ईयर्स है हमारी अपर एज लिमिट. इसमें रिलैक्सेशन एंड वे गोना कवर दैट लेटर. एंड आपकी पोस्टिंग बेसिकली इंडिया में कहीं पे भी हो सकती है. जम्मू कश्मीर, शिलोंग, पोर्ट ब्लेयर, लेह लद्दाख, दिल्ली एनसीआर, एनीवेयर. सो दैट्स बेसिकली द जिस्ट ऑफ एटलीस्ट दिस सेक्शन. अगर आप आगे देखें, मैकेनिकल, इलेक्ट्रिकल, केमिकल की भी ओपनिंग्स हैं. इलेक्ट्रिकल में वी हैव 8 सीट्स विद अनरिजर्व्ड की 4, EWS की 1, OBC की 2 and SC की 1 with the same fields. Now we have trainee officer also finance के लिए, तो people who are interested can definitely check that out. Now if we go forward, यहाँ पे हमारा pay discussed है, हमारा basically remuneration per month. So if when we talk about this, we can see कि trainee engineer 1, which is the post we were looking for, उसका 30,000 remuneration है, 2 का 35,000 है और 3 का 40,000 है. So we also have area allowance, which is 10% of the consolidated remuneration per month. And सिर्फ उन candidates को ये मिलेगा जो बाकी sites पे, various sites पे या customer locations पे posted है. So that's like an additional thing that might happen. And we have 12,000 per year towards insurance premium, attire allowance, stitching charges, footwear, उसकी तरफ. So this is like additional benefits that are payable. Now if you move on, we have upper age limits as on 1st 26, which is 1st of January 2026. And I think this would help a lot of us out, maybe clearing out the doubt that was mentioned above about the relaxations. So now when we talk about the relaxations, यहाँ पर हमारी upper age limit relaxable OBC candidates के लिए 3 साल से, SC/ST candidates के लिए 5 साल से. तो basically 28 थी हमारी upper age limit, जिसमें +3 for OBC and +5 for SC/ST. This is what they're saying. And this is आपकी डेट है 1st January 2026 से. So you can check that out right here. And PWD candidates with 40% disability or more will get 10 years relaxation. In addition to relaxation in applicable to categories mentioned above. So जो ऊपर categories में है, उसके ऊपर ये relaxation है. तो if you are eligible for these, इसमें भी +10 हो जाएगा. That's what they're talking about. Now if you move on, they're talking about candidates who want age relaxation, who are seeking for it. आपको सारी copies उसकी attach करनी पड़ेगी, and you'll have to give it at any subsequent stage for verification. Now you can check everything out here if you want to go into the smaller details. Moving on, we have what disciplines categorize at worst. So when we talk about subjects, हमारा जो सबसे पहले electronics की बात हमने की थी, उसमें ये सारी degrees, electronics and communication and telecommunication, and instrumentation, applied electronics and instrumentation, instrumentation and control engineering, telecommunication, ये सब हमारे आते हैं discipline जो electronics में categorize हो सकते हैं. ऐसे ही हम जब computer science की बात करें तो हमारे पास CS, CS&D, CSE, IT, IS, ये हैं degrees that can be categorized as computer science. Now when we move on further, यहाँ पे electrical में हमारी 2 ही हैं, electrical engineering and electrical and electronics engineering. That's all. आप देख सकते हैं कि आपकी डिग्री इसमें फॉल करती है या नहीं, एंड अगर करती है तो यू कैन डेफिनेटली अप्लाई फॉर इट. नाउ लिसन, ये है हमारा वॉक इन सिलेक्शन, which basically means हमारा written test होगा और 100% written test के basis पे इसका selection होगा. Candidates whose discipline and specialization is mentioned in their degree certificates do not tally with the discipline prescribed in the advertisement, उनको selection के लिए नहीं लेंगे, as obvious. Now if you go here, you can check all the other additional details. यहाँ पे आपको pass class चाहिए, as we mentioned before. And we also have 4 साल का कोर्स होना चाहिए BTech वाला for the positions that we talked about right now. Now अगर हम यहाँ पे बात करें तो ये आती है हमारी वो वाली fields, which is basically हमारे post के लिए registration start हुई थी 29th of December 2025, which is yesterday, and last date to register है 9th January 2026, और आपका एग्जाम है written test 11th January 2026. ठीक है, तो बेसिकली लास्ट डे टू रजिस्टर इज 9th एंड एग्जाम है आपका 11 को एंड वेन्यू उस एग्जामिनेशन की ये, so this is where you're supposed to come and give that exam to if you're interested. Now let us go further. ये बेसिकली एक QR कोड है, आप खुद को रजिस्टर कर सकते हैं इस कोड को स्कैन करके. You can pause the video, scan it, or you can check this document, link in description. Now if we move on, basically selection process होगा सुबह 9 बजे start. If you can check it out right here. The selection process starts at 9 AM on 11th. And it's only for those candidates जिन्होंने खुद को register कर लिया है by 9th. जिन्होंने 9th तक खुद को register नहीं किया है, you're out. But you can register yourself before of 9th and then you have to appear 9 AM पे 11th को for the written test. Selection will be only through written test, no personal interview, nothing as such. कोई travel expense allowance आपको नहीं मिलेगा for the walk-in selection. So all the expenses will have to be on your, so you'll have to check that out. And then candidates को अपना पूरा application form भर के लेके आना है, पूरी सारी details ठीक से भरनी है और आपकी पूरी screening होगी, तो try not to make a mistake there. Now when we talk about the minimum qualifying marks, basically different categories के लिए, तो general के लिए है 35% और SC ST के लिए है 30%, as we can check right here. General में 35% है हमारा qualifying marks and SC ST के लिए 30%. Make note of it, this is just the qualifying marks, right? अगर हम further इसमें move करें, इसमें भी हमारा relaxation मिलेगा based on table 1. But assessment weightage will be 100% for written test. कैसे आपको अप्लाई करना है, किन डॉक्यूमेंट्स को पढ़ना है, किस किस फॉर्म में आपको डालना है, कैसे फोटोकॉपी डालनी है, वो सब यहाँ स्पेसिफाइड है. अगर हम एप्लीकेशन फीस की बात करें तो इट इज 150 रुपीज प्लस 18% GST. दैट्स ऑल, दैट्स द एप्लीकेशन फीस. एंड जितने लोग SC ST और PWD कैटेगरी से बिलोंग करते हैं, दे हैव टू पे नो एप्लीकेशन फीस व्हाटसोएवर. सो दैट्स योर एप्लीकेशन फीस वाला सेक्शन. एंड दीज आर सम जनरल आउटलुक्स की अगर आप इंडियन नेशनल्स हैं, so that's how you have to apply. You have to not miss any crucial dates. You have to be willing to travel extensively across the country based on जो भी आपकी requirement है at anywhere at any point of time. So if you're not okay with that, do reconsider this. हर एक चीज जो उन्होंने specify की, you can check it out here if that's something that interests you. हमारा final topic is important dates that we have already mentioned before, and our important dates being 9th को हमारा form बंद होगा as mentioned here. 9 जनवरी 2026 को 11 बजे ही हमारा फॉर्म बंद हो जाएगा 11 AM पे, एंड रिटन टेस्ट है हमारा 11th को 9 AM पे. Do not get the time wrong, do not get the date wrong, because this is walk-in selection. And if you're eligible, apply now.